Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today about someone from your past. You've been thinking about this person lately, and those thoughts aren't random coincidences. They've been appearing in your dreams more frequently, crossing your mind at unexpected moments throughout your day. The divine realm wants you to understand what's really happening right now in the spiritual dimension. This person has been going through a profound transformation that Archangel Michael has been watching closely. He sees their thoughts and feelings about you, thoughts they haven't shared with anyone else. The signs you've been receiving are real and meaningful. When you see certain times on the clock repeatedly, when specific songs suddenly play, when memories surface without any trigger, these are all divine confirmations. Blue light protection is surrounding this entire situation as it unfolds. Divine timing has brought this message to you at exactly this moment because something significant is about to shift in this connection. The spiritual realm has been orchestrating events behind the scenes, and a reunion is being prepared in ways you cannot yet see. This isn't just any person from your past. They hold a special soul connection with you that runs deeper than ordinary relationships. Archangel Michael reveals this is a karmic relationship meant to teach both of you important spiritual lessons that cannot be learned any other way. Their absence from your life has been causing you hidden pain and leaving questions unanswered in your heart. The unfinished energy between you has been subtly affecting your other relationships without you fully realizing it. This person has been carrying deep regret about how things ended between you, replaying conversations and moments in their mind constantly. They're genuinely afraid that you've moved on completely and forgotten about the connection you shared. Their fear of rejection has been keeping them locked in silence, unable to reach out despite wanting to desperately. But something powerful is pushing them forward now, making it impossible to stay silent any longer despite their fears. The divine realm is actively working to heal this connection for the highest good of both souls involved. If this reunion doesn't happen and the energy remains unresolved, both of you will carry this incomplete soul contract forward into future experiences. Archangel Michael sees the perfect timing approaching rapidly. The universe is creating circumstances that will make contact practically inevitable very soon. Your continued spiritual growth actually depends on resolving this connection one way or another. Now you need to recognize the clear signs that prove this person has been thinking about you constantly. Sudden memories of them appear in your mind without any obvious trigger. You'll be doing something completely unrelated when their face or voice pops into your thoughts. You've been dreaming about them more frequently in recent weeks, and these dreams feel different from normal dreams, more vivid and emotionally charged. Their name keeps appearing everywhere you look, on signs while driving, in conversations you overhear, in posts you see online. Old photos or text messages from them suddenly surface when you're looking for something else entirely. Songs that remind you of your time together start playing at meaningful moments, in stores, on the radio, in unexpected places. You feel their energy sometimes, sudden warmth in your chest, unexplained tingling sensations, or your heart fluttering for no physical reason. Unexplained emotional waves wash over you that feel connected to them somehow. Mutual friends have been mentioning them more often in casual conversation lately. You've noticed unusual social media activity. They've been watching your updates and stories even without directly interacting. Numbers and synchronicities related to important dates you shared keep appearing. You sense their presence when you're alone, like someone is thinking about you intensely. Physical sensations occur, your ears suddenly ring, unexpected chills run through your body. Your intuition keeps telling you they want to talk but something is holding them back. You see angel numbers like 222, 717, and 1111 specifically when thinking about them. Dreams occur where they seem to be trying to communicate something important, but you wake before understanding fully. Objects they gave you suddenly become visible or important again after being forgotten. You feel mysteriously pulled to places you used to visit together. Random urges hit you to check if they've finally messaged. Archangel Michael confirms these aren't mere coincidences, they're actual energy signals crossing the spiritual realm between your souls. Archangel Michael now reveals the deeper nature of your connection to this specific person. This could be a past romantic partner who left your life suddenly without proper closure. Someone you shared an intense connection with that ended abruptly due to circumstances beyond your control. A person who walked away during a difficult time because they couldn't handle the emotional intensity. Someone who chose a different path but has never been able to forget you despite trying. The one who got away purely because of bad timing or unfortunate circumstances. A soulmate connection that couldn't work out before because one or both of you weren't spiritually ready. Someone who needed to grow and heal separately before being able to return properly. The person who understood you in ways that others simply don't and probably never will. They may have hurt you when they left, but it wasn't because they didn't care deeply. Their departure was actually about their own fears, insecurities, and personal limitations at that time. They've been watching your growth and progress from a distance all this time. Pride and fear have kept them from reaching out sooner despite wanting to constantly. They've genuinely tried to move on with other people but keep coming back to thoughts of you. Other relationships haven't felt the same or as deep for them. They're realizing now what they actually lost when they walked away. Recent life events have given them completely new perspective on what truly matters. They are finally becoming ready to be honest about their real feelings and intentions. Archangel Michael reveals exactly what has changed in their life that's making them brave enough to reach out now. They've experienced their own spiritual awakening recently that has transformed their entire perspective. Personal challenges and difficulties have forced them to reflect deeply on what truly matters in life. They've done serious healing work on the issues and patterns that originally caused your separation. Dreams and spiritual signs have been pushing them relentlessly toward reconnecting with you. They can't ignore this overwhelming pull anymore, it's becoming impossible to resist. The universe has been systematically removing obstacles and barriers that previously kept you apart. They're seeing clear evidence that suggests you haven't completely moved on from the connection either. Something recent happened that triggered powerful memories they absolutely cannot shake from their mind. They've genuinely matured and grown from the mistakes they made in the past. Their fear of losing you forever has finally become stronger than their fear of possible rejection. The protective walls they built around their heart are breaking down despite their best efforts. Divine intervention is making them brave enough to take this risk and try again. They're carefully testing the waters with small signs and indirect approaches before making direct contact. Watching closely to see if you still care or have any feelings remaining. Looking for any small encouragement or opening to make their move. The energetic pull between your souls is intensifying dramatically in the spiritual realm. They feel time running out, like there's a limited window to reconnect before it closes forever. Archangel Michael has been actively softening both hearts simultaneously to prepare for healthy reunion. Their first message to you will seem casual and simple on the surface but is actually very carefully crafted. They'll test your emotional temperature and response before revealing any deeper feelings or intentions. Expect subtle references to shared memories designed to gauge your reaction and see if you remember fondly. Simple check-ins like "How have you been?" that carry much heavier loaded meaning beneath the surface. They'll casually mention they've been thinking about you recently without explaining why or how much. May reference something random that reminded them of you to justify reaching out. The timing of their message will feel random but is actually very carefully chosen for maximum impact. They'll watch closely to see how quickly you respond to their initial contact, looking for warmth, openness, or coldness in the tone of your reply. Might apologize vaguely about the past without offering full explanation or accountability yet. Testing carefully to see if you're even open to having a conversation at all. May mention recent positive changes in their life to demonstrate growth and maturity. Could ask genuinely about your well-being and what's been happening in your world. Might use humor or light-hearted tone to ease the obvious tension and awkwardness. References to the good times you shared together will likely appear. Questions that require more than simple yes or no answers because they want real dialogue. They genuinely want actual conversation and connection, not just brief exchange of pleasantries. Each message is building their courage gradually for revealing bigger truths later. Archangel Michael sees they're preparing themselves emotionally to reveal their real feelings soon. Their messages will steadily increase in frequency and depth if you respond positively and warmly. You are a cherished child of a purposeful Creator. You were made with great care, honored from the start, and given a value that no person's decision can ever take away. Someone's failure to see your worth was a reflection of their own limited sight, not a measure of your true significance. A young child might grab a shiny wrapper instead of the wholesome food right in front of them, but that doesn't change what truly nourishes. It only shows they haven't yet learned to tell the difference. In the same way, their past choice speaks only of their own understanding, not of your worth. The one who is meant for you will not keep you waiting in line. They will not need to try other paths to be sure of yours. Your value will not only become clear to them once they have lost something else. You will not be an afterthought that occurs to them in a moment of loneliness. Instead, the one who is right will stand with you steadily, surely, and without second thoughts. In moments of sunshine and seasons of rain. When you feel strong and when you need support. Even if another opportunity crosses their path, they will hold what you share as sacred and keep your connection safe. They will claim you openly, with pride and clarity. They will stand by you faithfully not because they ran out of options, but because from the beginning, they saw a gift in you and knew it was worth keeping. If healing and reunion are part of a greater plan for your life, it will happen in a way that is right and whole, not rushed, not on their schedule, and never just because they found themselves with nowhere else to go. Until then, move forward in the quiet confidence of your own worth. Your life was never meant to be a pause in someone else's story. You are not the waiting room. You are the destination itself. Let this truth settle into your spirit. Any possible future must be paved with proof, not promises. A rebuilt connection would need to stand on a foundation of demonstrated change, not just spoken regret. It would require you to witness a transformation of character, the kind that heals the root, not just the symptom. You would need to see, through consistent and patient action, that they hold the full weight of their past choices without shifting its burden onto you. This means honoring your space without pressure, respecting your timeline without complaint, and approaching you with a humility that has been earned through genuine reflection. Yet, regardless of any outcome, this remains unwavering. Your significance is not negotiable. Your light was not lit by someone else's attention, and it cannot be dimmed by their neglect. The love you carry, the strength of your spirit, the goodness you hold, these are permanent parts of you. They do not require a witness to be real. There is a voice that speaks a true word over you. You are precious in my eyes, and honored, and I love you. Hear the finality in that. You are held as precious. Not one day. Not under certain terms. Now. As you are. You are honored. You are so deeply loved that the one who formed you considers you a treasure beyond measure. That is where your identity is anchored. So today, you are asked to take a brave step inward. Stop waiting for a verdict from someone who was blind to your value. Let go of the belief that their change of heart is what finally makes you worthy. It does not. You were worthy all along. Their failure to recognize it was a shortfall in their perception, not a deficiency in your soul. You were signed, sealed, and celebrated long before this moment. Stand firm in that knowing. Your wholeness does not need their acknowledgement to be true.